I can get pieces of it. Yes, there are several branches of history. But you had esoteric, ancient mystery religions based in the Tigris, Euphrates, in Babylon, based in the Nile Delta, in Egypt, and based in Greece. And they basically all worshiped the planets, and they had similar names for the planets. And they had a god of the harvest, and a god of the sun, and a god of the winter, and a god of the crocodile, and a god of this and god of that. And they worshipped the reproductive cycle and the male and female reproductive organs. A dome or capital is worshiping a heaping stomach of a woman with a gestating baby. The obelisk or towers are the male phallus, or the male sexual organ member. And then that got passed on. And then you had the Dark Ages that came after the fall of Rome in 410, and before that, the sacking and burning of Alexandria and the library there. And so one of the only groups that actually kept all of that written down and documented and had private libraries kept by the Levitical guild or the Levitical priest of the family of the tribe of Levi, a subgroup of the Hebrews, or what is known as the Jews today. They kept all those ideas. And the Torah is the Old Testament, but then you have the Talmud and several other books that came after that are kind of like the Orthodox Jews' New Testaments, separate from the Gentile New Testament. And in those, you just see codified the history of Babylon, Greece, Egypt, and those ideas, systems of governing, systems of mathematics, things that were very, very valuable, propaganda tricks that had been learned. And so that's why our entire culture is, I'd say more than 80% of it orbits around Judaism. I mean, that's where Christianity comes from. That's where the Masonic halls come from. That's where all of these basic systems come from, because only the Jews had the most complete records of governing systems and systems of control and all the other esoteric religious stuff that before they had their own monotheistic system, but then later in their history they adopted, at least into their oral traditions and written traditions, the entirety of pre-Christian history. And so that's why the Masons' biggest secrets, are what happened in Solomon's temple and the mathematic equations and all those secrets, was because all of that was carried through. And so people wrongly say that all of your Masonic systems are Jewish mysticism. Well, no, they're not. I mean, if you want to talk about where it came from Egypt, Babylon, Tyre, and Greece. We'll be right back.
The stock market is crazy. The chemtrails are spraying us with their chemicals. It's time to think about what is important. Most forget just how important life is. Life Change Tea removes toxins, chemicals, parasites, and bacteria that store up in your body. It cleanses you and gives you results in hours. And one of the wonderful side effects from this product is you lose weight. That's right, you lose weight. And on top of that, there's a 45-day money-back guarantee. So why wait? Call now. Operators are standing by. 928-308-0408. I'll say it again. 928-308-0408. Or order online at getthetea.com. That's getthetea.com. And remember, the stock market may crash, but you don't have to go with it.
HempUSA.org is now offering free shipping worldwide to better serve our customers. Our goal is to get these fine hemp products to you in the least amount of time so you can enjoy what the powder, seeds, and oil can do for you. HempUSA.org has a warning that the U.S. food supplies are dangerously low, and we urge you to protect your family with hemp storable foods today. Tomorrow may be too late. Call 908-691-2608 or visit HempUSA.org. This incredible food source is loaded with enzymes so your body can digest the food you eat. And it creates an alkaline environment where cancer can't grow and parasites cannot live, and brings funguses, viruses, and bacterial levels down and to a halt. Try our powder seeds and oil today. Call 908-691-2608 or visit hempusa.org. If the body has the proper nutrition, it will heal itself. Ask yourself, why does our government not allow this crop to grow in the U.S.? This product is also great for pets and animals. Call 908-691-2608 or go to hempusa.org today.
A day unlike any other in the long course of American history, a terrorist act of war against this country.
The enemy struck America on September 11th. But who is the enemy?
Bin Laden. This is his MO.
We have to look to the Middle East. We have to look to Osama bin Laden.
Fabled Enemies is the first 9/11 film to take a close look at the terrorist ties to intelligence networks inside the United States.
Some U.S. investigators believe that there are Israelis again very much engaged in spying in and on the U.S.
I'm aware that some Israeli citizens have been detained.
Bin Laden's connections to the CIA, the hijackers' ties to the FBI, the Saudi Arabian connection, the Israeli intelligence network, warnings and war games, the shadow government, and much, much more. Fabled Enemies. Get the DVD at Infowars.com or see it in super high quality, along with hundreds of other titles at PrisonPlanet.tv.
Either you are with us or you are with the terrorists.
They say you can't predict the stock market. If you trade on a regular basis, you've probably heard that lie. But what if I told you there's a way to know which way the market will go each week, a whole week in advance? Do you think you could benefit from this kind of information? The guys over at eminiforecaster.com put out a weekly forecast line. They call it a G line, which forecasts the direction of the stock market a whole week in advance. Impossible? Head over to eminiforecaster.com and check out their forecast history to see for yourself. eminiforecaster.com predicts the market one whole week in advance. It's simple to use and can give you the market edge you've been looking for. If you're an active trader in the markets, go directly to eminiforecaster.com. That's eminiforecaster.com right now for more information. Again, that's eminiforecaster.com.
This is Rob at eminiforecaster.com, and I approve this message.
Riders on the storm. Riders on the storm. Into this house we're born. Into this world we're thrown. Like a dog without a bone, an actor out alone. Riders on the storm. There's a killer on the road. His brain is squirming like a toad. Take a long holiday.
Let your children play.
Let your children play. If you give this man a ride, sweet family will die. Killer on the road.
Yeah. Got a big guest coming up in T-minus 35 minutes. You only live once. Make it count. You'll be known for what you stood for, what you built, the wrongs and the rights you did. Your gut knows you're only here once. So, girl, you gotta love your man.
Girl, you gotta love your man.
Gotta take him by the hand, make him understand.
Girl, you gotta love your man.
Stop fighting with each other.
Take him by the hand. Make him understand. The world on you depends. Our life will never end.
You know, I'm entertaining Paul, who just got back from vacation. You deserved it, man, working at KLBJ and KIN here. How long had it been, Paul, since you had a vacation? A whole year. What'd you get, a week off? Lavish week? You know, people say Americans are lazy. Some of us are, but most of us aren't. In fact, statistically, we're one of the hardest working people. In fact, the most hours anybody in the world. You know that? We got to get a microphone rigged out there for you guys, because the other studio, We got 3 studios now. We got the KLBJ studio, this studio, and the new one we're building. I can do the show anywhere, I guess, just kind of wander around in circles. Folks, I'm shot. I was up here working late last night, and then for some reason I couldn't sleep last night. God, I hope I never get insomnia like some people have. I mean, I woke up like every 20 minutes, and so I'm kind of... Hey, you're not tuning in for that, are you? You're not tuning in to hear me whine. You know why I'm tired? It's so warm in here with the theater lights on for the live video stream. We're not doing right now. We had it on for the hour. Ventura was on with us, the hour plus. He'll be back on soon. He's not running off to Mexico for half a year like he normally does. Again, we can have him in studio coming up this Sunday, the 26th, but I think that's a little too much for us to go to the show and then drag him over to do the speech. What do you think, Paul? Have him down there to those studios? Somebody's on the message board on Prison Planet saying, does Jesse Ventura know that he looks like Frankenstein with that haircut?